Oh, wait, no.
And we are live. Welcome to the PWD studios in Concord, North Carolina, my living room, for AIWF Ringside Wrestling. Up. Do I need to turn my volume up? Can you hear me out there? Can you hear me out there? All right. It looks like I'm registering pretty good. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I think we've got a pretty exciting program for you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we've got an exciting program for you tonight. Doesn't turn out to be a complete bust, but I am so glad you're here with us. We have got a lot of great wrestling news to come on, and I just wanted to plug my hometown racetrack, Martinsville Speedway. Say hello back home to everybody watching in Martinsville and Henry County as we take our little throwback time to the days of Rick Diesel and Cable 6 and AIWF Ringside Wrestling. So it's like the 90s with modern technology. Hey, did you hear me on, speaking of Cable 6, did you hear me on with Charles Rourke last night on the 7 p.m. talk show? We were talking about the Collinsville ice cream shop fiasco and other things around town. I try to call in and talk to Charles once a week. He even offered me a job last night. Can you believe that? But it would just be part-time. But anyway, look, I know you're not here to talk about Cable 6 and Matt and Star News and all that other jazz. So let's get into the announcements. For any advertising inquiries you have on the AIWF Roku channel, please email us at AIWF20@hotmail.com. Now, speaking of the AIWF Roku channel, did you guys see Spring Jam has been uploaded, and it is some absolutely spectacularly produced, well done with a lot of interviews mixed in and everything. It was really well done, and so I invite you to check that out on your Roku. But if you got any advertising inquiries, reach out to us at AIWF20@hotmail.com, and we can definitely get you a good deal on some advertising. We have been known for years and years and years to have the cheap advertising. Let's see. Okay, getting messages from my guests, but let's get into the announcements here. Hey, hang on just a second here. 151,690. Hang on here. Live TV, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Anyway, let's get into the announcements. Here we go. June 19th, Jerry Stevens Tribute Show in Albany, Georgia, as far as we know, is still going on as scheduled. 313 Pine Avenue in Albany, Georgia. Bell time 6:30 p.m. Ringside $15. Remaining ringside $12. General admission $10. And proceeds go to the Stevens family.
Yeah, why don't you get up?
All right, we got some guests in here. Hang on just a second here.
On that, Jake. I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay, they can't hear us.
Yes, we can.
Oh shit! I mean,
They can hear us.
oh my God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just muted you all though. So okay, we're good. You guys can talk amongst yourselves now. I got you muted. I will keep going now, but that's great. I'm glad you guys are here. So have fun, enjoy, sit back and enjoy with your favorite beverage. Things are about to get live in here, I promise you. All right, Shockwave Wrestling, our friends down in New Bern have got a big show coming up this Saturday night, June the 19th. Shockwave presents Jealousy. Excuse me. Pre-sale tickets for adults are $8. Tickets at the door $10. And if you're in the eastern part of North Carolina, I cannot encourage you strongly enough to visit our friends down in New Bern at Shockwave Wrestling. It's right there at the Craven JC's Fairgrounds, right there on Highway 70. It's not hard to find. Just Google map it, take you right to it. Bell time's at 7 p.m. for that one. And you definitely don't want to miss it. A great venue to see live wrestling. And we got some more company, and a great venue to see live wrestling down in New Bern. So please check that out if you're in the eastern part of the state. That's Jealousy coming up this Saturday night. And of course, the one we're focused on, my home base, AIWF Mid-Atlantic. Kayla, I see you. Viewer discretion advised as we present extreme content. Now, folks, this show goes all the way back to 1998. It started in Stewart, Virginia. The original main event that night, which almost caused me to quit doing wrestling, it was so gruesome, was Terminator X squared off against Brian Danzig in a no-ropes barbed wire match, but they also wrapped their arms from their wrists to their elbows in barbed wire. And so you can imagine how well that went. The match lasted all of about 4 minutes. Terminator X went to the hospital, and all of us wondered if we didn't need to find a new hobby after that. But nonetheless, the show has survived throughout the years, and we present the 2021 edition coming up this Saturday night in Mount Airy. Coming up, part of the show this Saturday night, as you can see, the Dangerous Don Carson Memorial Tag Team Tournament will continue. Pro Wrestling's DNA, they were scheduled originally to go up against High Profile. That, I believe, has changed. Let me see if I can find it real quick for you here. That has changed. And as you can see, I'm not prepared. Let me see here. It's going to be Punishment Incorporated taking the place of High Profile in that match against Pro Wrestling's DNA, and that match will move the winner into the semis coming up on July 17th. So we look forward to that. Punishment Incorporated, not a team I'm familiar with, so I'm looking forward to seeing them in action. They certainly have their work cut out for them. Here is a picture of Commissioner Dave that he sent to me yesterday. He wanted me to tell all you AIWF fans, I see Kayla not happy. Dorothy does not look happy with this picture either. And I can tell you fans, he wanted me to let everyone know that he is enjoying his suspension from AIWF Mid-Atlantic. He is having the time of his life. If you follow him on Facebook, you'll see him posing next to a new grill that he's gotten himself a hold to. So, yeah, Smiling Diamond Dave did not know that I was going to use this picture on this, but he did want all the fans to know that he is having a great time under his suspension. But he wanted me to promise you he will be back very soon. On the card for this Saturday night in Mount Airy, we've got Jamal the Titan taking on Cam Jackson in a barroom brawl. And basically, fans, that means anything goes. You can bring any weapons to the ring you want. The last time I remember us having one of these things, there was actually weapons and furniture and all kinds of stuff placed in the ring before the match even got started. So you can expect when the bell rings, this one's going to be wild. Not sure if this is for the television championship, but I would imagine that it is. You know, this being a big show and everything, it doesn't say on the card, but you know, whether titles are on the line or not, I know these two are looking forward to getting back in the ring together. This is a vendetta that's been coming down for quite some time now, and a lot of history there. Also, Katie barred the door for this one. There's a lot of bad blood involved in this matchup. 6-man tornado rules match. Now, if you're not familiar with tornado rules, basically it means everybody is legal at the same time. You don't have to tag in and out. Everybody's legal at the same time. It'll be Mickey Fulp, Benny Conley, and Matt Anderson going up against all three of the bad men. And here's another vendetta. Man, this is going to be wild. And of course, tickets for the show, $8 for the floor, $6 for the bleachers there at the grandstand in Mount Airy at Veterans Park. And the big main event, lights out match, completely unsanctioned by the AIWF. They have refused to sanction this match, but it's going down. All the bad blood is coming to a boil at Extreme Content, and I assure you this one is going to be ugly, folks. Nate Diamond squares off against Ty Tyson this Saturday night in Mount Airy. You do not want to miss this one. Going to be huge. It's going to be huge, and it's probably going to be gory, so if you're sensitive to that type of thing. Other AIWF affiliates, it's got action going on. Summer Heat presented by XWE is also taking place this Saturday night for you fans in the Central States area, Salina, Kansas, 140 North 5th Street. This is an all ages event, and if you want any more information, you can reach out to them on their Facebook page at XWE. I think it's XWE Kansas or something like that. Just search XWE Wrestling or Summer Heat. You'll be able to find your way there. They are set to take place at the Salina Field House, and we've got the XWE Championship on the line as Drake Gallows defends against Paradox. That's coming up this Saturday night. Bell time 6 p.m. for this. Okay, there's your tickets. Bottom of your screen, xwewrestling.ticketleap.com if you're interested in joining them for the show in Salina, Kansas. Also that night, the KWA Tag Team titles are on the line as the Knockout Kings, oof, they look scary, against Zukong and 3 question marks. That must mean a mystery partner. And well, I don't know, man. Zukong doesn't look too dangerous, but you can't never tell about people in wrestling. He's got his work cut out for him. So he'll be having a mystery partner that night, and you'll start to see an underlying theme with this card here too. Also, the KWA Media title Open Challenge, Kuda. Kuda. I got to say Kuda. I don't know. I'm not familiar with their promotion. I'm just trying to help them get it over. But anyway, Open Challenge, and now that guy looks dangerous. He looks like he bites your ear off or something. But anyway, that's part of the event out there in Salina, Kansas this weekend as well. PCW Grand Prairie title match. Shane Sanders, champion, defends against Double D. I want you guys to take a look at that picture of Double D before we go any further. Wouldn't you drive 60 miles to see him get his ass kicked just by that picture right there? Look, everybody's nodding. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I noticed that last night when I was putting together the slideshow, and I was like, oh my God. I don't even have to hear him talk, and I hate him. Oh my God. But he's got a nice set of abs, though. You can tell he doesn't drink any beer. Let's see. So here we go for Summer Heat XWE, more matches. Kit Reaver in an open challenge match against 3 question marks. So they don't know who his opponent is yet. You'll have to find out. You'll have to get out to the Salina Fieldhouse this Saturday night for that. Also, our friends up in Martinsburg, West Virginia at Custom Creations present WDWA Pro Wrestling coming up next weekend, Saturday night, June 26th at the Custom Creations, 605B Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Bell time 6 p.m. Doors open at 5. Hall seats $15. And you can get more information on that show by visiting their Facebook page, as you can see it there. Or telephone 681-247-2460. And always got to thank WDWA Pro Wrestling for getting out the advertisement and make it easy for me to find it and get it up on the slideshow. As you can see, Mid-Atlantic fans, Viva Las Amish is going to be there. So that means they'll probably be taking that chicken with them. So watch out. If you've never seen a live chicken at a wrestling match, and unless you've seen them, Viva Las Amish before, you haven't, you should check that out if you're in the Martinsburg, West Virginia area. Also, another big event coming up next weekend down in Florida, Saturday, June 26th, Platinum Pro Wrestling presents Hard Knocks. It's the Rusty Brooks Memorial Show. It's at a place called America's Got Soccer, 3488 North Andrews in Oakland Park, Florida. General admission's $20, VIP $45. You can find out more information by visiting their Facebook page, Platinum Pro Wrestling, or YouTube at PPW Florida. Diamonds Division Championship, Himbra Cato defends against Chrissy Vine. Also on the card that night. Silverweight Championship in a triple threat match. Leo Knox defends against former WWE superstar Leo Rush and Ricky Martinez in a 3-way battle there for that championship. Also, the Platinum Weight triple threat match as CJ O'Doyle with Fabulous Frank takes on AJ Janazzo, I think, and Ernest R. Alexander III coming up Saturday, June 26th. Look at those beautiful posters. Absolutely fabulous. Co-main event that night, Starlight Championship, triple threat. Savannah Evans, the champion, takes on Kelsey Lynn and Kelsey Reagan. So 2 Kelseys trying to dethrone Savannah. We can't wait to see what happens there. Also, Diamonds Division showcases Chelsea Durden takes on Sahara 7. Women's action coming up at the Hard Knocks show for the Rusty Brooks Memorial Show for our friends at Platinum Pro Wrestling, PPW down in Florida. So you're down in Florida, check them out. Here's another friend of ours from Florida, the Melbourne folks at Atomic Revolution Wrestling. Have a big show coming up Friday night, July 9th. As you can see, former WWE superstar Eric Redbeard, who is the championship for the Next Level Championship at ARW, going to be taking on Zach Monstar. Tickets, they say to visit Eventbrite. Doors, VIP doors are at 5:30, regular doors 6. Bell time, 6:30 p.m. That's going to be at the Conference Center at the Holiday Inn. That's where they normally run down there, 8298 North Wickham Road in Melbourne, Florida. And as you can see, this is a fight taping, and it's all ages welcome, it says. Here's another advertisement for that same show, but it's actually, I just wanted to show it to you. It's actually when the Fight TV show is going to happen, when the broadcast is going to be for $10. It'll air on Fight TV starting Saturday, July 17th at 8 p.m. So if you can't make it in person, definitely hit them up on Fight TV and check that out. So again, that's pretty much it for our advertisements. For our advertising inquiries, visit us on our AIWF Roku channel at AIWF20@hotmail.com. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of what we got going on here, folks. We've got two special guests joining us. Things are probably going to get a little bit heated because we're going to kind of pick up on a face-off that happened at Mount Airy over Memorial Day weekend. We have got the two guys that are in the unsanctioned match at the main event of our card this weekend. I'd like to welcome Nate Diamond to the show, and also AIWF Mid-Atlantic champion Ty Tyson to the show. Gentlemen, welcome in to the show. Good to have you here.
Good to be here, man.
It's good to be here.
Thank you very much. Okay, so now we got you both at a safe distance from each other, but able to talk to each other. And we got fans looking on now, so trying to keep it clean for us here. Guys, you've got a big match. It's unsanctioned. Anything goes. You know, a lot of scores to be settled, a lot of personal vendettas coming down between you guys. Who would like to go first? Why is this match happening? Why is there such bad blood between you guys? For those who have not joined us over the last few weeks and heard Nate's side of it, you know, talk to us. Who would like to go first? The floor is yours, gentlemen. Nobody's talking. Nate, would you like to go first?
Hey, you know, I think that I've pretty much said all I needed to say. So I'm curious to see what Ty has to say.
Ty?
Hey, it's like I said in the face-off. Here's the thing. I don't have to explain myself to the fans. I don't have to explain myself to Nate Diamond. It was simple. What doesn't Nate understand? I simply told Nate to stay out of my business, and he couldn't. I told him, stay out of the Rumble. Don't get involved. But he had to stick his nose in my business. Nate made this personal. I didn't. Let's get that off. Let's get that off the plate. Nate made it personal, not me.
You think that I made it personal with you? I made it personal. You want to sit and you want to tell me that I'm trying to change you?
Hey, Nate, if you want to be narrow-minded, right? You want to be narrow-minded and you want to play into these fans and you want to go around and do backflips for them and you want to talk about the puppet, who's really the puppet? That's you, Nate. You're really the puppet. You let them pull your strings. You let them guilt you into doing. You want to be the superhero, Nate. You don't have to cater to these people. But
These people.
Like you had to save the day. You had to save the day, and you stuck your nose in my business after I told you not to. And as a friend, you stuck a knife in my back. You're trying to take the title from me.
I stuck the knife in your back. You're saying that I stuck the knife in your back.
That's really big. You're jealous. You're jealous because I'm the champion and you're not.
If we want to talk about jealousy, I think jealousy is on your part because it's those fans that you say that I'm the puppet. It's those fans that come in and sit in those seats. It's those fans that enjoy what they come to watch.
Go ahead. Keep talking, fellas. I'm just rolling some video.
The fan, okay, first of all, I don't want to be on here in the first place. But you know what? I was told by the office I had to. I had to make an appearance. I had to do this for the show. You know what? You and the fans make me sick. I'm tired of hearing about the fans. I don't care about the fans, just like I don't care about you. All right? Saturday night, we're stepping into the ring in an unsanctioned match. You know what it means, Nate? I don't think your mind wraps around what you're physically getting into. I don't think your mind wraps around the beating that I am going to give you Saturday night. Okay? Because at this point, this is no longer a match for me. This is me proving a point. Okay? That I told you to stay out of my business and you wouldn't. So what's going to happen Saturday night, Nate? I'm going to punish you. And I'm going to punish you. I'm going to beat you like a father beats his son. I'm going to teach you a lesson. You did this. I didn't. You did it.
Okay, now that you've said what you've said, you're forgetting. This is not the same Nate Diamond from previous years. Yeah, I expect you to be there and to show up, but you're going to see a different side of me, Ty. And I don't think that you've wrapped your head around that.
Well, fellas, let's take a break. What we're looking at here is the beginning of the whole thing. This is the Sure Shot Rumble from back on May 15th that we're taking a look at here. And I am seeing also that somebody we talked about a little earlier, Smiling Diamond Dave, has joined the conversation. So, Dave, if you want to unmute and jump in here, you're more than welcome. But the former, I should say, temporarily suspended co-commissioner of AIWF Mid-Atlantic, Smiling Diamond Dave, is here with us.
Matt, would you not expect anything less? I mean, the puppet master has to show up if the puppet's here.
Oh, wow.
Talking about the puppet, right?
Yeah.
Nate, sit back. Won't you go jump in that ocean that's behind you and drown?
Yeah.
Save us all a lot of trouble.
Yeah. I think you're probably.
You want to talk about me. You want to talk about the champ, Ty Tyson. I may not be in attendance Saturday night, but I've had a talk with my man. I've told him, I didn't have to teach him much. I told him what violence was all about. And I wished that I could be there to see the violence and the string of beats that he is going to lay down on you Saturday night in an unsanctioned match.
I'm glad that both of you all think that you're just going to walk into Mount Airy and that you're just going to have your way with me. I've been around. You're not talking to some kid that is new to this business. I know how you two work. I know that you all come in pairs, but I am prepared.
Well, you better have more in your pink hair because after Saturday night, pink's going to be covered.
Smiling Diamond Dave, I am prepared. You know why I'm prepared? Because I'm not only going to be in that ring, but I have every single one of those fans in attendance there that is going to be right there encouraging me and pushing me all the way through. So I am prepared.
You're right, Nate Diamond. They're going to encourage you. They're going to push you right over the cliff. Smiling Diamond Dave brings up violence. You have no idea the violence that I'm going to bring down on you Saturday night. You're going to crawl and you're going to beg me to stop. And when it's all said and done, Nate Diamond, I'm walking in the champion and I'm walking out the champion. And there's nothing you can do about it. These people ain't going to help you. They're not going to help you. They're going to cheer you on. Nate, get up, get up, get up. And you, like the puppet you are, you're going to get up. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to knock you right back down. But see, eventually, Nate, you're going to stay down because you can't take it anymore.
I can't take it anymore. I've got that is my life for all of the fans and for everybody, including yourself and Smiling Diamond Dave, Matt Carter, everybody. my whole life since I have been in the AIWF, my tenure has been, I have been the one on the bottom, and I've had to work my way up, and I have been knocked down. But every time I get knocked down, I get right back up. Yeah, I've had the bruises. I've been hurt. But I get right back up. And come Saturday night, it will be no different. You better bring your A game.
You know, Ty, I got to agree with you on one thing. You know, he wants to call me the puppet master and you the puppet. But Nate is the one that's the puppet, and the fans are the puppet master. And like you said, they're going to be pulling his strings, telling him to get up. He's going to get up. You're going to knock him down. And eventually, by the end of the night, Nate, the fans are going to be begging to stay down because they're tired of seeing what Ty Tyson is going to do to you Saturday night. They're going to beg you to stay down.
We'll see.
All right.
I'm tired. I'm to the point I'm tired of talking.
Well, the talking's almost over, fellas. I mean, it's Thursday night. We're 48 hours away from this big match. But look, I can see you can just nod or shake your head no, Dorothy and Kayla. Would you like to make a comment or say something to either one of these guys? Kayla nodding her head. So, Kayla, I am going to unmute you. Go ahead and hit your unmute button and let them have it.
Let's go, Nate. Kick his butt and let's become champion.
Got it. You got it.
Kayla, you going to be there Saturday night?
I'll be there cheering on the front row.
All right. Well, we'll definitely be looking forward to seeing you. Have you got anything you'd like to say to Ty Tyson or Smiling Diamond Dave? They're here too. They can hear you.
Ty, all I'm saying is good luck and Smiling Diamond stay suspended, and let's bring back Kevin Phoenix.
Kevin Phoenix is a hard man to find these days. That's for sure. Fellas, you got a retort? You want a rebuttal to that?
Oh, yes. I want to be the first one to rebuttal. You know why Kevin Phoenix is hard to be found, don't you, Matt Carter?
No, I do not.
Because number one, he knows he can't even lace my boots, let alone tie my tennis shoes that I wear to the show. He knows that he can't compare to the one and only commissioner of the AIWF Mid-Atlantic. And just like Ty, we got one of the puppet masters on air. Good luck, Ty. Nate's going to be champion. There she's pulling them strings, putting them thoughts in his head, Ty.
And trust me, I don't need luck. And I'm happy to know she's going to be sitting in the front row. So, Nate, I'll make sure I drag you over there and beat you down right in front of her.
Yeah, he knows what you look like now, Kayla, so he could do that. He could drag him right over there. Of course,
Bring it on.
Of course, Nate could drag Ty over there, too. It could go either way.
That's very unlikely. The only thing Nate's going to drag is his feelings and his whoop time in after the match back to the dressing room.
We'll see. You know, it's funny because I took the time to be on here, and, you know, my family, we're packing up and we leave tonight to fly back in so that I can be there Saturday. And, you know, I got to thinking about Saturday and everything that I've got to deal with. And, you know, from an emotional standpoint, the friendship that we had, you know, I valued that. But, you know, you're right. Say that you don't respect me anymore and that you don't like me. Well, I can officially say that come Saturday, when I get my hands on you, and there will be nobody there to stop me from getting my hands on you, you yourself, you will see firsthand what I am going to do to you. And the respect, it's out the door for you.
Hey, Matt, let me ask you a question. What was the point in here? Huh? What, I mean, really, what's the point? Because Nate Diamond clearly is not listening to what I am saying. Nate, you're right. Respect is out of the window. And I'm going to disrespect you all over Veterans Park when I drag your face from one end of that building to the other. You're not listening. You want to talk about how you're not the same Nate Diamond. Understand, I am not the same Ty Tyson. I am more violent and more ruthless than I had ever been, Nate. And come Saturday night, you're not going to be walking out. You're not going to be carried. You're not going to be crawling. You're going to be carried out of the building on a stretcher. And you're going to wish you never set one foot in that Rumble. Matt, I'm done talking. This is it. It's over. I don't have anything else.
Of course. You have nothing else to say. Like always.
Well, Ty, Nate has come on here the last couple of weeks and he's talked about how, he checked on you when you were injured, when you were away. And you had told me on several different occasions and the fans that the only person that checked on you was Ty Tyson. Nate has said he's tried to be a friend to you throughout this whole thing, but you basically turned your back on him. And so I wanted to invite you on here because basically it's been the last 2 weeks, Nate giving his side of the story, and we wanted to give you an opportunity for equal time before we get to the match. Because once we get there, the talking's over. You're going to let your fist do the talking. So we wanted to give you a chance to come on.
Here's the thing. Okay, first of all, I never turned my back on Nate Diamond. When I sided with Commissioner Dave, it was strictly business. It was nothing personal towards anybody. It was me putting 10 years into the Mid-Atlantic, never getting what was mine, and finally Dave come, hey, man, I'm going to give you this opportunity. I took it. It was never nothing personal. I never had a problem with Nate. When the Rumble come up, I approached Nate and I said, Nate, stay out. The second Nate set his foot in that ring, he's the one that stabbed the knife in my back. That was the second he said, Ty, I care more about that title than our friendship. That's what happened. That's why I'm tired of it. I'm done with Nate. That's why I no longer respect him, because he respects nobody but himself and them fans. And all they're doing is playing like a fiddle. They don't care about him. The second he gets hurt, he's going to be just another guy off out of sight, out of mind, just like I was. He's just a spoke on the wheel. I never disrespected Nate. I never stabbed Nate in the back. I never ignored Nate. I told Nate, what I'm doing is for me. It's not for anybody else. It wasn't hurt towards anybody else. It was strictly business. But no, he had to go on this holy crusade. I got to change Ty. He's going over to the dark side. No, actually, I went over to the light, and I see things the way they are now. To make it in the Mid-Atlantic, you got to take it. You can't wait on it. You can't sit back and wait on it. You had to take it. Dave gave me an opportunity, and I took it. But now Nate wants to stick his nose in it because he's jealous because I got the opportunity. He didn't.
I'm jealous. I mean, if
this friendship.
You say that I'm jealous, you keep saying that I'm jealous. I mean, as I said here and I listen to you stake your case or whatever it shall be, I can't help but really think the night that you came to me and you told me to stay out of the Rumble, if we back up and you really think about it, and I mean, the fans can think about this, and even Matt Carter, wrap yourself around this. I mean, what if you wanted me to stay out of it? Because it might have crossed your mind that I would go in that Rumble. And of all of the talent that was in that Rumble, maybe it did cross your mind, what if Nate Diamond wins this? Maybe you knew what the chances are come Saturday when me and you face each other. Maybe you know through our friendship or what was our friendship, maybe you know that I am different. Maybe.
Nate, have you ever thought about what Ty just said when he come to you?
To be quite honest with you, I
listen to you. Let me finish. Have you ever thought about he come to you and told you to stay out of the Rumble for a reason? And not being biased, but I've got to agree with Ty. You threw the respect out the window. You stabbed him in the back because you was more concerned on wearing a belt than you was your friendship with Ty Tyson. That showed every true color about you and friendship.
Wow. I mean, I think that the fans themselves know, Kayla knows, Dorothy knows, they've been there since the beginning. They know that I am nothing like that. And as far
why can't you just leave the fans out of it? Just execute the fans. Get them out. Be your own man, Nate Diamond. Quit being what the fans want you to be. Maybe you'd have opportunities. Maybe you'd be top tier talent instead of curtain jerkers.
Well,
it's
I mean,
20,
go ahead, Nate.
No,
okay.
Go ahead.
The point I wanted to just bring out, and all due respect to all parties involved, but you know, for Nate to give up a shot at a major championship in the AIWF, I mean, let's face it, AIWF Mid-Atlantic is the roots of the entire AIWF system. So the AIWF Mid-Atlantic title, I don't care what anybody says, holds a lot more clout and weight than any of the other regional titles. I mean, it just does. Let's be honest.
You're right.
But I mean, guys, all of you guys are experienced wrestlers. I've never gotten a ring and competed. I've been beat up a few times, but when you get into wrestling, the idea is to win money and win championships, right? So why would you take it personally that Nate's trying to basically give himself a raise by winning this Rumble and coming after a major title?
Let's face it, Nate Diamond. I'm gonna be real. I'm just gonna go ahead and just break the ice. Nate Diamond, there's no way you're gonna beat me this Saturday. Here's the thing, Nate. There's a reason why I didn't want you to get in the Rumble. The Mid-Atlantic title means everything to me. Everything. I have given everything I have to the Mid-Atlantic. I've been over 10 years busting my butt, giving blood, sweat, and tears. That Mid-Atlantic title means just as much to me as my wife and my kids. And that means I will go as far as I need to keep it. Nate, I didn't want you in that Rumble because I know how far I will go to keep it. And Nate, I don't want to hurt you. But you know what, Nate? You said, no, forget that. You went in the Rumble and you won. Nate, now, Saturday, I am going to have to hurt you. And I don't want to do that, but I'm going to have to. Because that's the only way you're going to learn your lesson. Maybe next time you will listen.
Nate, let me give you a piece of advice. You got Mickey Fulp running around here. Oh, and I want a title shot. I want a title shot. I want a title shot. I want Ty Tyson. I told it in front of all AIWF Mid-Atlantic. Live. I told all the fans. I told Mickey in front of every one of them. When I'm ready for Ty Tyson to end your career and put you out, I'll give you a title shot. So guess what, Nate? You got a title shot. What's that telling you about what I did?
Hey, we're talking about the title, but, for me, I know the prestige of that title, and I know what that title can do for me. I know what the fact of me holding that title and winning that title would be my very first AIWF world title. And to be that, I know what that would mean for me. But let's not forget that title and the prestige that it holds. I said it. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Come Saturday, as prestige as that is, that's not what I'm walking into that ring for. I'm walking into that ring for my own personal reasons. And come Saturday, there's no more talking. I'm done talking. I'm ready to pack it up. I'm headed to the airport. And come Saturday, I will step into Mount Airy and I will beat you. Just don't think that you're not in for a fight.
Well, Nate, said it. You're going to pack it up, and that's what's going to happen Saturday night.
Well,
You're
we'll
gonna
see.
pack it up because your career is going to be over because the beast is going to unleash on you.
I hope he's bringing his A game. Bring it.
Oh,
You
he's got
know,
plus. He ain't like you. He brings it every match.
I tell everybody knows what I do, and outside of wrestling. And Ty wants to bring up the fact that I read my Bible and that I try to encourage these kids and to be that role model. Yeah, I have a foundation, and wrestling has allowed me to have a foundation. And maybe you could say that it's kind of helped me get through to some of them. But I want to leave you with this because I've got to go. There is an old scripture and a story, and it's about two individuals, and it's kind of fitting, I feel like. Saturday, I'll give you this. You might walk into Mount Airy as Goliath, but I'm walking in as David. And Smiling Diamond Dave and Ty Tyson, I think you both know how that story ended. Matt Carter, thank you. To the fans, Nate. Dorothy, Kayla, I really appreciate this opportunity. Saturday night, this and the AIWF title, that's only the prize when I stand over you and I hold that belt up, and then you get to go back to your puppet master. See you all Saturday.
All right. Thank you very much, Nate Diamond, for joining us tonight. Nate has got to travel. He'll be on his way back to the area very soon. As you can see here, we're taking a look at the end of the Sure Shot Rumble that Nate Diamond just won, and then he's about to be interrupted by one Ty Tyson, and we've gone through it up and down, sideways, every which ways but loose, Ty. I don't want to hold you up. I know you're a busy man as well. Any final thoughts before you go? Or Dorothy, would you like to say anything to Ty or Smiling Diamond Dave? I see you still there. No, you're shaking your head. No. Okay. All right. The floor is yours, champ.
Said, man, I've said all I needed to say. I didn't want it to go this far. And Nate wants to say that I've turned my back on him, that I ignored him. It was never the case. Mm-hmm. I said before and I said again, this alliance with Smiling Diamond Dave, it was never personal towards anybody. It was just me finally trying to take what I felt like I deserved. Mm-hmm. Nate made this personal. Nate pushed it this far because he kept poking the beast. And finally I stepped up. And this Saturday night he's going to have to step up.
Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to come on here with us tonight, Ty. I know you're a busy man, but and I don't like to really talk to you on match days because I know you're in the zone and you don't. And I know this has been a real personal thing for you too, along with Nate. You're both very emotional about this thing, and I know the fans are looking forward to a great match Saturday night. But I don't think we're going to see a wrestling match. I think we're going to see what we're seeing on the screen right here. Just basically a fight. So Smiling Diamond Dave, I know you're not going to be there, but I do need to mention, it looks like all our fans have left, but that's all right. I do want to mention this match is unsanctioned, and since Smiling Diamond Dave is not going to be in a officiating capacity this weekend, Smiling Diamond Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, but Sexy Kavina, the new head referee of AIWF Mid-Atlantic, is going to be helping enforce the rules in your absence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, Matt, it sure is. I couldn't found nobody any better that I know and that I trusted completely that would enforce the rules in my absence. That's Kavina, my head referee.
Well, I have not seen the footage, but I still keep hearing about this quick count that took place on Memorial Day weekend, but that's neither here nor there. I can't be the judge of that because I didn't see it. But nonetheless, you see hate pouring over on the video amongst these guys regarding this matchup. It's going to be huge this coming Saturday night at Extreme Content. So let me go ahead. Let me stop sharing just for a second and go back to our advertisements because I want to run through those again real quick. And again, for advertising inquiries, you can reach out to us at AIWF20 at hotmail.com. We'll start the show over here again and just run through everything again real quick. Of course, coming up this Saturday night in Albany, Georgia, it's the Jerry Stevens Tribute Show, 313 Pine Avenue in Albany, Georgia. Bell time 6:30 p.m. Ringside 15, remaining ringside $12. General admission $10. So I would check with their local promoter. I'm not sure that this show is still going on because I hadn't seen any additional advertising for it. But as far as we know, it's still going on. Shockwave Wrestling Entertainment in New Bern presents Jealousy. That is coming up this Saturday night as well. June 19th down at the Craven County JC's Fairgrounds in New Bern, right on Highway 70 East. It's pretty easy to find, but you will want to Google map it because you can only access the fairgrounds from one side of the highway, the side going toward New Bern. So I guess it would be, east. Right there on the poster. Good job, Matt. All right. But anyway, join our friends in New Bern at Shockwave Wrestling. That's going to be a great event if you're in the eastern part of the state. Big one for us that we've been focused on all night long, guys. Extreme Content. Viewer discretion advised. The show been going on since 1998. The latest edition will take place this Saturday night in Mount Airy. A lot of matches going on, but the big one, DNA against, I lost the page again. It's not going to be high profile. They changed it. Let me see here. Get that back up. Hang on a second. On the card, we don't have it listed here. Dirty Joe is going to take on a newcomer, at least as far as I'm concerned, named Drew Hood. But this match, Pro Wrestling DNA has been changed from high profile to Punishment Incorporated. And they will be having their match as part of the Don Carson Memorial Tag Team Tournament coming up on June 19th. Third match in the opening round. Here is the picture of Smiling Diamond Dave sent me to show all the wrestling fans that he was enjoying his time away. I didn't tell you I was going to put this on here, Dave, but I thought it'd be funny. So,
brother, that's fine right there. I want people to see that this so-called suspension is not bothering me. I'm enjoying my time. And like I've said since day one, I'll be back sooner than later.
Thank you very much, Dave. I told the fans that at the beginning of the show that you wanted them to know you were having such a great time. Jamal the Titan gets in the ring with Cam Jackson again this Saturday night. Katie Bar the Door, barroom brawl. And generally what has happened in the past with these matches, as I talked about earlier, is most of the time, the AIWF officials will come and put the stuff like, furniture, weapons, all kinds of stuff in the ring before the match even starts and before they even come to the ring. So not quite as chaotic as a toolbox match, but pretty darn close. And that's Jamal the Titan taking on Cam Jackson. Also, Katie Bar the Door, 6-man tornado rules, all men legal at the same time. Pretty much no rules in this one, folks. It's just going to be a fight. Those of you sitting at the first two rows of ringside may want to back up. Mickey Falk, Benny Conley, and Matt Anderson go head-to-head with all three members of the Bad Men. Oh, my goodness sakes. It's going to be awesome. Of course, tickets for this event, $8 for the floor, $6 for bleachers in Veterans Park in Mount Airy. And, of course, the big one, Nate Diamond and Ty Tyson, one-on-one, unsanctioned match. Oh, and you've heard them over the last hour debate their issues and talk about everything that's going on. And so we certainly are looking forward to that matchup as well. Our friends out in Salina, Kansas present Summer Heat. That's coming up this Saturday night at the Salina Field House. That's 140 North 5th Street in Salina, Kansas. On the card that night, the XWE champion Drake Gallows defends against Paradox. Bell time 6 p.m. for this one. Tickets available. xwewrestling.ticketleap.com. xwewrestling.ticketleap.com. Bell time 6 o'clock for this event. KWA Tag Team title matches. The Knockout Kings take on Zukong and a mystery partner. The KWA Media Title Open Challenge by Kuda. Man, that guy looks dangerous, and he looks hungry. My goodness sakes! I wonder if he boiled that head in a pot before he got that skull. Also, PCW Grand Prairie title match. We joked earlier about this match. Shane Sanders defend against Double D, and I'll just say it now that the fans aren't here, but look at that picture of this guy, Double D. My goodness. I'd drive 60 miles to see him get his ass whipped. Just sight unseen. I ain't even heard him speak yet. My goodness. Open challenge match. Kit Reaver takes on a mystery opponent. And our friends at WDWA Pro Wrestling present their big matchup Saturday night, June 26th. At Customs Creations in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Thank you very much, Ty Tyson. He was signing off for tonight. All seats $15. It's the World Domination Wrestling Alliance. And as you can see, they've been in AIWF Mid-Atlantic before. Viva Las Amish is going to be there, along with all the other top stars you see there. Telephone number for more information about this event, 681-247-2460. And the address, of course, 605B Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Bell time 6 o'clock for that event. Our friends down in Florida, Platinum Pro Wrestling in Oakland Park, Florida, present Hard Knocks, the Rusty Brooks Memorial Show. On that event, general admission $20, VIP $45. Doors are $6.15 for the VIP. General admission $7.15. Done bell time 7:45. That's Saturday, June 26th. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Diamonds Division Championship on the line as Himmer Kato takes on Chrissy Vane. Also on the event that night, the Silverweight Championship on the line in a triple threat match as Leo Knox, the champion, defends against former WWE superstar Leo Rush and Ricky Martinez. Also, Platinum triple threat match. CJ O'Doyle with Fabulous Frank takes on Al Jazano and Ernest R. Alexander III. Platinum weight triple threat match. Let's see. Also, co-main event, Starlight Championship triple threat. Savannah Evans squares off against Kelsey Lynn and Kelsey Reagan. They'll be challenging Savannah Evans for the Starlight Championship. All this at the Hard Knocks Platinum Pro Wrestling Show coming up next Saturday, June 26th. Diamonds Division Showcase. Chelsea Durden takes on Sahara 7. Also in Florida, coming up Friday night, July 9th, this over in Melbourne, Florida, at the Conference Center at the Holiday Inn. The address there is 8298 North Wickham Road. It's the Star Spangled Slammer, presented by our friends at Atomic Revolutionary Wrestling. Big match there, a Melbourne street fight. Melbourne, I don't know how you say it, Florida, Melbourne, I guess. ARW Next Level Championship is Eric Redbeard, formerly of the WWE and the Wyatt family. He's the champion. Will take on Zach Monstar, the challenger in that match. Also, that is a fight taping, and that show will be available on Fight starting Saturday, July 17th for only $9.99. So if you aren't able to make it out to the Holiday Inn, you can check it out on Fight. As Matt Cardonia and Brian Myers, both former WWE superstars, going to be there for that big event. And of course, for any advertising inquiries that you may have, you can always reach out to us at AIWF20@hotmail.com. Before we go, Smiling Diamond Dave, I'm going to give you any chance for any last words.
Well, you posted that one show about jealousy. I think Nate needs to skip Mount Airy and go on down to Newburn because that's what he's all about. He's jealous of Ty Tyson. And, I was the deciding vote into making this an unsanctioned match because I knew what Ty was going to do to him.
Mhm. So you're concerned for Nate's safety is what I keep getting out of this.
Well, not really. As a commissioner, yeah, I got to be, because I've had personal talks with Ty. Like I said, I've talked Ty. Didn't have to teach him a lot, but I've showed him the violence, how to unleash it. And I pulled them strings, and the fans are going to see it Saturday night when he unleashes the violence on Nate Diamond.
It certainly looks to be gruesome, extreme content, had a very gory and bloody beginning, and it looks to continue that tradition this coming Saturday night at Veterans Park in Mount Airy. If you're in North Carolina in the western part of the state, please make plans to be with us. 601 West Lebanon Street in Mount Airy. You can't miss a great old big park. You can't miss it there. We'd love to have you come and join us. Best concessions in wrestling at AIWF Mid-Atlantic. Come and find out. You'll see. And one of the coolest souvenir trucks you've ever seen, too. If you're in the eastern part of the state, head on down to New Bern. Check out Jealousy from our friends at Shockwave Wrestling Alliance. We'd love to have some of those folks on the program as well. But, guys, that's about all we've got for you tonight. So, to quote the great Bob Caudle, that's all for this week, wrestling fans. And until next time, so long for now. And we'll see you at the matches.